Welcome to today's Courtroom Breakdown, and buckle up. Before this hearing even begins, you need to understand what's really at stake here. This is not just another probation check-in. This is a make-or-break moment for Richard Cantu. He's standing before the court on a motion to revoke community supervision, and that means one wrong move could flip probation into a full prison sentence. But here's the twist. This case doesn't turn on violence or new charges. It turns on mental competency, medication compliance, and whether the justice system can actually help someone before it punishes them. You're going to hear about missed probation reports, powerful antipsychotic injections, and a judge laying out two very stark paths: freedom under strict supervision, or years behind bars. And listen closely, because while the state could push for prison today, the court is balancing public safety against mental health reality. This is where accountability meets compassion, and every word that follows matters. Stay with us.
I have to make a little bit of a record about some.
All right, the court is calling 2021 CR 11554, State versus Richard Cantu. Can I have parties announced?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Meredith Chacon on behalf of Mr. Cantu.
And are you Mr. Cantu?
Yes.
All right, and defense, you wanted to place something on the record?
Yes, Your Honor. I was appointed to this after the MTR was filed. In looking at the case history, I wanted to note that Mr. Cantu had originally been found incompetent, did the jail-based competency program and attained competency in part because he was given the Abilify injections while in the jail. When he got out on his probation before I was appointed, apparently that the injections were not something that he was still taking. So when he got picked up again, the last time we were set, I had requested a competency evaluation. By the time he did that, he was back on the Abilify injections. So we had a short hearing last week in the magistrate court about his competency. I feel confident that he is competent today. But it is because he's taking those injections, and that's part of what our agreement is today with regard to his probation.
All right, so here's my question. So with regard to his competency evaluation, did that judge already sign the order stating that he's competent?
Yes, we did that hearing last week.
All right. So we're here on the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision.
Yes.
Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Richard Cantu was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 11554 for the offense of obstruction or retaliation on September 16, 2024 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
Violation of condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Richard Cantu, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of December 2024, January 2025, in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes.
All right, the court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. After conferring with counsel and the probation department, we are asking that you deny the state's motion and alter and amend the defendant's conditions for mixed supervision and bi-weekly reporting for 3 months and monthly UAs and compliance with meds.
Yes, Your Honor, that's understood.
All right, so here's my understanding of things. I understand when people have mental health issues, but while he's out, nobody can force him to take the injections. So, Mr. Cantu, these are your choices today, and these are the only 2 choices you have. I can revoke you. If I revoke you, what's going to end up happening is you'll go to prison, and I'll sentence you to 3 years in the prison. You'll get credit for any time that you've been in custody, or I can continue you. And if I continue you, and if you end up being revoked, you're looking at least 10 years. I can't force you to take your medication. That has to be a completely separate hearing for you to be given the injections. But you know, your counsel knows that if you don't take the injections, what's going to end up happening is you're going to lose competency. You're not going to report. You're going to be picked up. And when you're picked up, you're going to be placed in custody. They are going to give you your medications and you'll work your way through the system. And if they need to force you to take medications, they'll have a hearing on that. A court order will then be entered and they will force you to take your medication.
This is one of the most important moments in the entire hearing. And here's why. The judge isn't threatening anyone. She's explaining reality. She makes it crystal clear that the court cannot force medication outside a specific legal process. That's not opinion. That's a critical legal boundary. What she's outlining is a cycle the system sees all too often. Medication stops. Competency drops. Probation violations follow. An arrest happens. Forced treatment resumes. And the defendant ends up right back here. The judge is essentially saying, I see the pattern and I'm trying to stop it. Notice how she frames this as a choice. 3 years in prison right now, or continued probation with the understanding that future failure could mean up to 10 years. This isn't leniency. This is conditional trust. And the real question for viewers becomes, is probation a genuine opportunity here, or just a delayed sentence?
You will be competent and then we'll be right back here. So do you have one, if you want, I'll sentence you to 3 years today. Or if you want to be continued, is there anything in place other than probation coming to see him biweekly to make sure that he takes his medications?
If I can ask him a couple of questions, because I do think he has more of a plan than before.
All right. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Richard Cantu.
All right.
Richard, in talking about your case, there were a couple of issues that you had when you got out last time. One of those being you have difficulty reading, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, and you have to say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. And also, you had issues finding where you were supposed to go to check in. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so since then, have you reached out to your family, specifically your sister?
Yes.
And what is your sister's name?
Cynthia.
And has Cynthia promised that she'll help you get where you need to go this time?
Yes.
And have you arranged for a doctor that you have that's going to continue you on the Abilify injections?
Yes.
Do you know the name of your doctor?
Yes.
What's his name?
Ray Bavarin.
Okay, and you are comfortable with being supervised by the mental health unit? You think that'll be better for you?
Yes.
And you understand if for some reason your doctor can't do this, that you're gonna need to ask probation to help you connect with the Center for Healthcare Services.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you feel like you have the resources to do that?
Yes, I've got the answer.
So are you asking this judge to allow you to stay on probation and try again? Or do you want to be sentenced today to 3 years? Which thing?
Be put in probation.
Okay, okay.
All right. Probation, is there anything else that we can do to make sure that he continues with his meds?
Judge, other than, me making a note in the system, to ensure that his officer is aware of all of the issues, I think the mixed supervision is what's best.
All right, so then I'll deny the motion, follow your agreement, alternate amend conditions to include the mid-case load. The last time he didn't have a place to stay, so he was going to be staying at Haven for Hope. Do you have a residence?
No.
So to be Haven for Hope?
Yes.
All right. Off the record for a moment.
I can reach out and see if you have any ideas.
All right, so we'll do the mid-case load. And then I'll say reside at Haven for Hope until we find another placement for you.
Okay,
So everyone will be working towards getting a placement for you that will help you with the mental health issues plus provide housing.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. So we'll place him on the mid caseload. And I'll just say referral for housing. And you to reside at Haven for Hope until alternate housing is available. You know, it'd be nice since he's currently stable on his meds, it would be nice if he can get into Twin Village.
Mhm.
Is it called Twin Village or Twin Town Village, or either Town Twin Village? Just one of the two. Let me see.
There you go.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's called the Town Twin Village. So if council, if you want to look into that, it's TOWNE, Twin Village.
Okay.
And it's through the city, but they'll be able to tell him what he needs to do, get registered to be considered for housing there. And they have everything right there
Mhm.
at the site. A place where he can go talk to a doctor, those type of things. All right, is there anything else that you need from me, council?
Judge, did you want bi-weekly reporting for like 60 days?
All right, here's my concern about biweekly reporting. I think biweekly reporting is great, right? Because somebody can check on him or have him come in to see if he's staying on his medication. But the downside to that is he has mental health issues. He's staying at Haven for Hope. You all think that would be too much?
I think, given the issues that I just know briefly what you all have been discussing, we could also assign him to one of our central office. And have him placed with mental health officer. That would be the only thing. I mean, we could work in communicating with the NIC manager, but keep him downtown since he's gonna be at Haven. It'll be more convenient for him to not have to go out of his way to report all the way on the south side.
All right,
That
so,
would be helpful, Judge, because that is one of the barriers is like the transportation, and he knows where the things are downtown, but.
all right, so we'll do downtown reporting. And then we will do it bi-weekly.
And I'll place an email to the NIC manager to see if he can work with our mental health officer and identifying services agreement for residential or somewhere he can stay.
All right, so we're gonna do, we'll do bi-weekly reporting until further notice. What will end up happening,
Just, I do have my sister's house to stay in my sister's house.
well, let's try to make sure you stay stable.
Yes,
And we're gonna see if we can find a place of your own, okay?
okay,
So let's first make sure you're stable when you are not in custody.
okay.
And then we can see about everything, because sometimes it's hard when you just dropped into a relative's house,
Yes.
because everybody has their own rhythm and flows of how the rules are in the house. And then when somebody comes in, whether it's family or not, you know, it happens to me when I visit my mom, there's already a rhythm and a flow, and I'm disrupting it a little bit. Like, people are happy that you're there. They love you. They want you to be there. But let's try to get you situated first, and then we can see about other options, okay?
Yes.
In the end, the court denied the state's motion to revoke probation, choosing supervision over incarceration. But make no mistake, this was not a free pass. Richard Cantu remains on probation under heavy safeguards. Mixed supervision, bi-weekly reporting, mental health monitoring, housing placement at Haven for Hope, and continued medication compliance. The judge didn't ignore the violations. She addressed the root cause. This ruling highlights how courts sometimes act not just as enforcers of punishment, but as decision-makers trying to prevent repeat failure. Still, the warning was unmistakable. Any breakdown in compliance could trigger severe consequences. This case raises bigger questions about the justice system, how it handles defendants with mental health challenges, and whether support structures can truly replace prison. Now, we want to hear from you. Did the judge make the right call, or should probation have been revoked immediately? If you found this case as intense and thought-provoking as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Audit the Courtroom for more powerful courtroom breakdowns right here.